Everything was going well until it started getting real. And this is where most men start losing her without realizing it. At the beginning, everything feels easy, light, playful, no pressure. You talk, you joke, you connect. There are no expectations, no risk. And that's why it works. But then something changes. It becomes more real, more consistent, more emotional, more defined. And this is where most men miss the shift because they keep acting the same when the situation is no longer the same. And this is where everything starts breaking. Reason one, you start creating pressure without realizing it. At the start, there was no expectation. Now there is. You text more, you expect faster replies, you want more consistency, you start asking more direct questions. Where is this going? What are we doing? Why are you acting different? You think you're building clarity. She feels pressure. Because now it's no longer just interaction, it's responsibility. And this is where it gets worse, because pressure doesn't build attraction. It forces a decision. And if she's not fully ready, she doesn't move closer. She steps back. And the more you push for certainty, the more she feels she's losing freedom. And that's when attraction starts dropping fast. Reason two, you remove all emotional space. At the beginning, there was freedom. Now you're always there, always texting, always continuing, always present. You don't let conversations end. You don't let pauses exist. You don't let distance happen. You think consistency keeps connection, but constant presence kills tension. She loses the feeling of missing you. And without that, nothing builds, nothing grows, nothing stays in her mind. And this is where most men completely misunderstand what's happening because it looks like she's losing interest. But this is actually the moment her interest is trying to grow, and you're suffocating it before it has space to develop. Reason three, you start reacting instead of leading the dynamic. At the start, you were natural, relaxed, unpredictable, present. Now you're watching everything. Her tone, her timing, her replies. If she slows down, you feel it immediately. If she changes energy, you react, you adjust, you overthink, you try to fix it, you think you're staying in control. She feels the opposite. She feels you're reacting. And this is where everything shifts, because the moment you start reacting, you stop being stable. And that's what breaks attraction. And this is what most men never realize. The shift didn't happen when things got serious. It happened when your behavior changed. Here's the insight. When things get serious, attraction doesn't disappear. It becomes sensitive, more real, more emotional, more fragile. There is more to lose, more to feel, more to process. And instead of letting that build, most men try to control it, speed it up, lock it in, make it certain. And that's exactly what pushes her away. So what should you do instead? You keep the same energy you had at the start. Not less, not more, the same. You don't rush clarity, you don't force direction, you don't increase pressure, you allow space, you let conversations end, you don't fill every silence, you don't react to every shift, you stay grounded, consistent, calm, even when things feel uncertain. And this is where the dynamic stabilizes, because now it doesn't feel heavy, it feels natural again. She doesn't pull away because things got serious. She pulls away because of how you changed when they did. And this moment doesn't decide if it ends. It decides if it grows or if she pulls away and never comes back.